In this video, I'll cover creating a custom document in document templates. First, go to Settings and then Document Templates. And it is here where you'll notice currently I have 5 specific documents that I can create. I've already made a sanitation report, and now I'll make, we'll do an IPM inspection. All right, so with this document title, this is what the customer would see. For internal use, I'll name it the same. All right, so on this document, what I first like to do is take off all of the information. And once that is all taken off, I hit preview, and it shows me the base of my document. So it's always going to have your logo, the company name, and then the document information. So this is IPM inspection. And then I'm going to go back to my template and start building it. So my available sections and settings are on the right. I can display the service date and time. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Payment coupon. For this, I'm going to set it up for accounts that have separate invoicing from the service, so I'm going to leave that off. And the details for the line items, again, that goes in alignment with the invoice, I'm going to leave that off. But I do need the customer address. So I'm going to populate in my design section any available sections that I want to show. So first would be the customer address. After that, I want to make sure that the customer sees their authorization signature, and I'm going to go with we'll do job notes and materials used. I'll go with my standard report footer, and then we'll do photos, then our device report. Actually, I'm going to move this around. I am going to put the devices right under signatures. And with this, I'm going to uncheck new page. So for any of these items, I can force a new page to generate. So I'll do device, notes, materials, and I'll have photos as well. So it'll all just run in. So the report will continue instead of forcing a page break. So once that is done, I can preview the new form. After I preview the form, the next step I like to take is to change or modify margins. So you'll notice that once that form generates, I can make either larger spaces or smaller spaces in between each block. So this is going to take a minute just because of the amount of information I'm loading. Oh, here it goes, of course. So you'll see the top header, similar to this. This was my original, and I'm clicking back into the new one. It has the date and the start and end time, customers' names. I put the signature on top, and it's rolling right into your inspection summary for all of your barcoded devices. And then it's going to have my technician notes, plus any materials used. My report footer I put there. I could probably put it all the way at the bottom. And then my photos. So that is an example of how you can modify this. And next I'll just show you how to condense some of the information by changing the margins. So again, if I don't need, notice these actually, the margins preset fit into a number 10 double window envelope. But let's say this instance I don't need that. So I'm hand printing the document or emailing the document on site. So if I change this to zeros and then preview, let's see what that will do with the rest of the formatting. and then I can compare it to the original. So the original has a pretty decent gap between the signature and the top portion of the header of that report. The second document preview that I want to see, once this loads, will take out those gaps because I specifically had that. So that looks great. I think that looks good. It's going to minimize the amount of space. I'm going to go through the device again. I'm going to take out the margin here and take out the margin here. And let's see, the signatures. I'm going to leave the margin right there between those two lines. But now I'm going to preview this one. So essentially, as I go through reviewing the document and tweaking it little by little, you'll notice I'm opening up all of these new windows, and I can go back and review the progression. That was the first version, second version. Third, I've minimized that space, and now I'm working on this space and minimizing the device inspection. So you notice that, again, I'm just taking out the white space, and I can do the same thing moving down for all of the other areas. Once I have this completed, I click the green Save Templates, and the IPM inspection then becomes available to me when I create a new work order. So we'll go to have a commercial food plant, and I'll go right to the food plant, create a new work order. I'm going to pull the IPM inspection. So this is what I'm going to set it up as, and it'll be a commercial monthly. Or I'll just do, actually no, we'll do commercial weekly service. That'll work too. Put it on my calendar, set it up for weekly for every Friday. I'll put it in the work pool, and everything else is set. Save. And that is how you set up a custom document in the document templates and then create a work order with it.